Guys, today's video is a kind of part 2 of a video I've already done, which I will link down below, which is foundations for pale skin. And that video was done quite a long time ago, and I've just found like more since that video, so I just wanted to share them and swatch them with you guys. But I did want to mention a couple of standouts from that past video that are just worth a re-mention. And the first one is the L'Oreal True Match in the shade W1 Porcelain. So there it is there. It's definitely a neutral to yellow tone. I think it dries more neutral, but it is definitely one of the palest at the drugstore. The other one I want to re-mention is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in the shade Siberia, which is definitely a yellow tone foundation. It is very close to the L'Oreal True Match, just a little bit more yellow. So that is NARS Sheer Glow in Siberia. And the third thing I want to mention, which I'm not going to swatch just because it's pure white, this is the Body Shop Shade Adjusting Drops. Tons of brands make white foundations. Illamasqua makes one, I think. NYX has one now. Manic Panic has the Dream Tone, which is like a white foundation. But if you do have really pale skin, definitely invest in a foundation mixer that can lighten up all the foundations that you've wasted your money on over the years, which is what I've done. Okay, so now on to the new stuff since the last video. The first one I want to mention is this Cargo Cosmetics foundation. This is in the shade F10, which is the palest shade. This one is very pale and very yellow. So there. Cargo F10. It kind of has a medium coverage, which is about the same as the previous two that I've swatched as well. So this is a new find for me. This is the RIMMEL BB cream in the shade Very Light. So this is if you like pretty much very minimal coverage, but it is very pale and it's from the drugstore, a little bit more cool toned. This is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat liquid foundation in the shade Ivory. Kind of a neutral to yellow tone. This one is kind of a light to medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's actually matte, but it is a nice foundation. This is the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation in the shade Porcelain 0. So they actually have a lighter one, Alabaster 00, but my Sephora doesn't stock it, so I couldn't get my hands on it. But either way, this porcelain shade is pretty fair as well. I just think it's slightly more neutral toned than the Alabaster. So this is the porcelain shade in the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. This one here is the Hard Candy GLAMOFLAUGE in the shade 930 Porcelain. This is one of the palest ones that I'm going to show you today. It has a slight yellow undertone for sure, and it does dry really fast and give like a pretty semi-matte finish. So I don't think I mentioned this in my last one. This is the Maybelline SUPERSTAY Better Skin Foundation in the shade 10 Porcelain Ivory. This is one of the only pale foundations that I found that doesn't really oxidize. It actually stays the same color that it shows, which is really nice. This one has more of a medium, solid medium coverage and has a neutral undertone. No pink, but also not a lot of yellow in there either. Just a good mix. I'm actually wearing this Maybelline one today. So this is the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation in the shade Y215, which is more of a neutral to pink undertone. Even though it says that it's yellow and it looks kind of yellow when I swatch it, it dries to a more neutrally pink tone. Weirdly enough. Very, very light watery coverage, but you can build it up. And it is very, very pale, that is for sure. I also have this exact same foundation in Y225, which is slightly darker, but it just like is a little bit more yellow and suits my skin tone a little bit nicer, so I'll swatch that one as well, even though it's not quite as light. There it is there. Actually, I'd probably get the perfect color if I mix them together. And the last one is this EX1 INVISIWEAR Liquid Foundation in the shade 1.0. This is actually pretty affordable. I had to order it online because I can't find it anywhere in Canada. but it is a very yellow toned pale foundation. This one is more of like a solid medium coverage. So here is the swatches on my arm, kind of crooked, there we go. Okay, so this first one is the L'Oreal True Match in W1, and then the next one is NARS Sheer Glow in Siberia. Then we've got Cargo Foundation in F10. Then we've got Rimmel BB Cream in Very Fair. And next is NYX Stay Matte Not Flat in the shade Ivory. Then we've got Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation in Zero Porcelain. Hard Candy Glamouflage Foundation in the shade Porcelain. Maybelline Superstay Better Skin in number 10 Porcelain Ivory. Then we've got Makeup Forever Water Blend in Y215. And then the same Water Blend Foundation in Y225. And then the end is EX1 INVISIWEAR in 1.0. Anyway guys, so that is my part 2 of foundations for pale skin. I hope this helped you guys out. Let me know down below what your favorite pale foundations are. I know that Kat Von D has a couple, I just don't have them. But yeah, let me know your favorite pale foundations below. I would love to hear your suggestions. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel if you want more pale skin videos, more hair videos, more kind of lazy tutorials. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one.